Good morning, Your Holiness.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Holiness. It is such an honor to be in your presence today, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone joining us around the world. Thank you, Your Holiness, for this opportunity to have a conversation about the necessity of compassion for the survival of humanity. Before we begin, please allow me to introduce President Gregory Fenves, Emory University's new president, who would like to offer his greetings and share a message on behalf of the university. President Fenves has had a long career as a transformational leader in education, recognized not only for his commitment to academic excellence, but also for his resolve in promoting social, economic, and racial equity and justice. Throughout his career, President Fenves has demonstrated a willingness to address difficult challenges with both creativity and humility, and the Emory community is delighted that he has joined Emory. President Fenves.
Thank you, Labpan, and greetings to our global audience. Good morning, Your Holiness.
Thank you.
It is my privilege to extend Emory University's warmest welcome to you. As everyone here knows, His Holiness is one of the world's great teachers, the highest spiritual leader of the Tibetan Buddhism, and a leading advocate for the benefits of compassion in helping people across the world. And since 2007, His Holiness has also served as a presidential distinguished professor at Emory University. Through his visits to our campus in Atlanta, he has encouraged our community to forge strong connections between the studies of science and spirituality. And he has generously partnered with students and faculty through Emory's study abroad programs in Dharamsala. Your Holiness, I can say that the opportunity to work with you was among the many reasons I chose to come to Emory. And this is particularly true because my father is a Holocaust survivor, and his story and suffering were the results of the same type of intolerance that you strive so passionately to overcome. Your focus on the human heart and mind and dedication to helping find peace, forgive, show respect, and lead deeper, more fulfilling lives is powerful and resonant in all times, but especially now. Your Holiness, before I turn things over to you, I would like to thank Melani Walton, co-founder of the Rob and Melani Walton Foundation, for joining us. And I'd also like to welcome Professor of Neuroscience at Emory and CNN's Chief Medical Correspondent, Dr. Sanjay Gupta. With these introductions, I'm now honored to welcome His Holiness the Dalai Lama, our professor for the day.
Thank you so much, President Fenves. Your Holiness, before introducing our two discussants, I would like to take a brief moment to update you on our work at the Center for Contemplative Science and Compassion-Based Ethics at Emory University. Originally established as the Emory-Tibet Partnership, this collaboration was inaugurated by Your Holiness in 1998. In 2007, we launched the Emory-Tibet Science Initiative to realize Your Holiness's vision for comprehensive and sustainable science education for Tibetan monks and nuns. This program is now fully implemented in a number of major Tibetan monasteries and nunneries. We are now in the fourth stage of the program, which focuses on developing monastic science teachers and researchers so that the monastic science education will be self-sustaining. We are deeply grateful to you, Your Holiness, for entrusting us with the development of the Secular Ethics in Education program, known as C-Learning. Designed for use in kindergarten through university level education, the C-Learning curriculum integrates basic human values into education on the basis of science and best educational practices. In only a year and a half since its launch by Your Holiness, C-Learning has been introduced to more than 58,000 educators in 145 countries. Your Holiness, in your 1998 commencement speech at Emory, you emphasized the importance of compassion for the meaningful life. Our Emory community took your advice to heart and created cognitively based compassion training, or CBCT. This program has now been offered to college and medical students, school teachers, doctors, nurses, military veterans, and general public around the world. Emory is now embarking on a major initiative for advancing a culture of compassion worldwide. And this brings us to the theme of today's webinar, the necessity of compassion for the survival of humanity. Exploring this theme with you today, Your Holiness, are our two distinguished thinkers, Ms. Melani Walton and Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Your Holiness, Dr. Gupta is a neurosurgeon and faculty member at Emory, as President Finless mentioned. But the world knows him better as the chief medical correspondent for CNN. For years, and in particularly during the current pandemic, Dr. Gupta has used his expertise to provide comfort and life-saving information to millions of people. Ms. Melani Walton is a leading humanitarian and the co-founder of the Rob and Melani Walton Foundation, an accomplished athlete and educator. Ms. Walton's background informs the foundation's work to create healthier communities with purpose in harmony with one another and our Earth. Her passion for learning guides her support of research in education, brain health, consciousness studies, and environmental sustainability. Your Holiness, Ms. Walton and Dr. Gupta will alternate in asking their questions. We will begin with a question from Ms. Walton.
Thank you. Your Holiness, Rob and I are deeply honored to be with you here today.
Your Holiness, namaste. Thank you for your invitation to join you this evening. It may look like we're indoors, but we're actually on the terrace enjoying this beautiful night in the desert.
Humanity is blessed by your selfless dedication to end suffering. By promoting dialogue among all, you are awakening people to the oneness of humanity and are teaching us how to live in harmony. My husband, Rob, and I have been inspired by your work for many years. It has helped inform our foundation's efforts to support the interconnected elements that sustain life and increase understanding of how to heal people and our planet. Thank you, Geshe Lobsang, for your kind introduction and pioneering work to deepen our insight into how compassion can improve our well-being as individuals and as a global society. I want to thank Emory University and President Fenves for the kind invitation to participate in today's dialogue and say a few words as we conclude about the new initiative our foundation is undertaking with Emory. It is a true pleasure, Your Holiness, to join Dr. Gupta for this conversation with you. Our topic today, the necessity of compassion for the survival of humanity. 2020 has been a wake-up call, a year of great trial and suffering. It has shown us that compassion, as you have stated, is as essential as water. It has also escalated the urgency for response and has created fear and uncertainty about our future. My question to you, Your Holiness, is given the urgency and complexity of crisis in our world today, what are the immediate actions we must take? And would you explain how compassion can foster the powerful action needed to stand up against injustice as we work together on issues that impact us all?
Karsa. Ka. Yes, firstly, I have this meeting with help of technology and the Emory University, very long our contract, and Emory University some lot of program to Tibetan scholars, some discussions, very good. So then as you mentioned, I'm one of the professor of Emory University. So now, the recent years, more and more people really paying more attention